Question 2 has part A, 2A from the previous test, negative 3x minus 1 greater than 3x plus 12. So we have to solve and present the answer in interval notation. We may even have to graph it. So I like to keep the variable on the left-hand side, but it doesn't matter. So when I move this here, I have negative 6x. When I move this here, I get 13. But now I have to divide both sides by negative 6. And when I divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number, I have to switch the symbol of the inequality. So negative 6 divided by negative 6 is 1. 13 divided by negative 6 is negative 13 over 6. But we had the greater than symbol, which has to be reversed. Okay, in that case, when I graph it, if I'm asked to graph, negative 13, 6 is somewhere here. It's an open point or parentheses, less than from negative infinity to negative 13 sixth. In interval notation, it's just this. Negative infinity, negative 13 sixth. And that's it. Any questions on 2A? Okay, on 2B. We have 4 quantity x minus 1 greater than or equal to 4x. I would recommend dividing both sides by 4. When I divide this by 4, I have x minus 1. When I divide this by 4, I have x. Now, when I move x to this side, I said I keep the variable on this side. But if I do, then I have to make 2 steps. But what if I just simply subtract x from both sides? So I get that negative 1 is greater than 0, which is a false statement, which means this inequality has no solutions. Because I simplified as much as I could, and I got a false statement. Negative 1 is not greater than 0. Therefore, this inequality has no solutions. See if you have any questions. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. You couldn't see anything, right? Oh no. Okay, I just realized that I was sharing my screen instead of, okay. So let me go back to here. So what I did, I moved 3x to the other side. It was positive, so I moved it to the other side, it became negative. Then I moved the negative 1 to the other side, becomes positive, so I have 13. I have to divide both sides by negative 6, and when I do that, I have to switch the inequality symbol, or flip. If it has greater than or equal to, I have to flip it to less than or equal to. Because I divide by or multiply by a negative number. So I get this, which means to the left of negative 13 sixths, less than. So this is an open point if we are asked to graph, and this is the interval notation with parentheses, not bracket, because there is no equal symbol. If it were an equal symbol, I would have used the bracket and a full point, but there is no equal symbol, so I have to use parentheses and open point. And this is the interval notation. Then on part B, I prefer to divide both sides by 4. And I get the inequality x minus 1 greater than x. If you move x to the other side, it doesn't matter which way you go, x goes away. So then all of a sudden, I subtract x from both sides. There is no x left in the game, if you want. And I have a false statement that negative 1 is a number greater than 0, which is not acceptable. So therefore, this inequality has no solutions. Any questions? Okay, now I'm going to share again. So, any questions again on this? Okay, question 3. We have a formula, 2a minus b equals 3c, and we are asked to solve for c. Can anyone tell us how to proceed? To solve for c. Now remember, we have 2 options here. One option is to just write fraction line, which I don't really like this. 2a minus b over 3. It's not wrong. Oh, again. It's not wrong, but it's better to divide term by term. So then c equals 2 over 3a minus 1/3 b. Or you can also write it as c equals 2a over 3 minus b over 3. These are preferred over this. All are correct. Any questions? Any questions? Okay, perfect. So moving on. Good. Including 6% sales tax, a car sold for $33,850. So this is problem 4. Total price 33850, and it has a 6% sales tax. What was the price of the car before the tax? Write an equation and then solve it. How do I write the equation? Can anyone give us an idea on how to write this equation? So including the 6% sales tax, the total price was $33,850. How do I write this? No, that's not correct. No, we don't subtract. Can anyone tell us how to write the equation? Anyone, please?
The times the total by the sales code.
To the original price, we add 0.06 of the original price to get 33,850. To the original price, we add a 6% sales tax on, in other words, on the original price to get the total amount. Now we have to combine like terms. Please combine like terms the left-hand side. Can anyone combine like terms the left-hand side? Yes, 1.06x equals 33,850. And yes, now we divide 33,850 by 1.06. Indeed. So can anyone give us the amount? So 33850 divided by 1.06, and we got 31,933.96. Any questions on this problem? We had many examples like this one. Please remember, it will not stick for a long time if you do not practice the problems we do in class. I want you to have zero difficulties moving forward from this class. But you need to put a lot of time into this, please. It's the only way. Okay, here is problem 5. Mira's test average is based on 4 exams. So far she has test scores la la la. What score she will need on the 4th exam to get an average of 90? So this is problem 5. 81, 91, 93, an average of 90. How do I set this up? Can anyone help, please? Can anyone help with this? Yes, but in parentheses. Yes, I agree. So 81 plus 91 plus 93 plus x divided by 4, because there are 4 grades, equals 90. Correct. Good. Good.
And then you would add the scores together.
Yes, so let's add them up. What do you get when we add them up?
265.
81 plus 91, and then plus 93. You said 265? Yes, that's what I got. 265 plus x divided by 4 equals 90. Excellent. How do we proceed?
Multiply each side.
Yes, it's a proportion. We cross multiply. 265 plus x equals 360. And what about now?
Minus 2.
Good. So 360 minus 265 is
95.
95. Good. Moving on. You can always go back and check, of course. And put it in. Okay. Write an equation of each line. A horizontal line passing through -1. So this is problem 6. -3, -1. And a vertical line. So horizontal and a vertical.
Y equals -1.
Y equals -1 is which one?
That's the horizontal.
Very good.
Yeah, horizontal.
Very good.
Vertical is x equals -3.
Very good. Good. Problem 7. So consider the pair of points, -3, -1, and 1, 4. Find the slope of the line and then the equation passing to the given points. So let's work on this. Say it again.
I was going to say x1 minus x2.
Never.
Or no,
It's,
I'm sorry.
yes.
y1
Yes.
minus y2.
Yes. So please find the slope and find the equation of the line. 1 minute. Let's work on this individually, please. Have we determined the slope? Can anyone give us the slope?
Yes, 5/4.
So 4 minus, yes, this is 5, and 1 minus minus, so it's 4. Very good, 5/4. Good. Now, since, do we have the y-intercept? Do we have 0, comma b? Is 0, comma b given to us? It is not given to us. So we cannot use the equation y equals mx plus b. It does not work. Good. So we have to use the other equation. Can anyone dictate the other equation we have to use?
That's y minus negative, or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, the equation is y minus y equals x, I'm sorry, slope times x minus
Excellent. Good. So it doesn't matter which point you use, as long as we get the correct answer. It doesn't matter which point you use. You can use -3, -1, but do not mix and match. That would be a terrible mistake. Good. So we enter 5/4. Which point do you prefer? It doesn't matter. We always have to solve for y, unless specified otherwise. Which point would you like to use? The first or the second?
We can use the second one.
Okay, very good. So I have 4 here and 1 here. So then I have y minus 4 equals 5/4 x minus 1. We distribute 5/4 x minus 5/4, and we bring the positive 4. Now we have to identify the least common denominator and determine the appropriate adjustment, because I need to add these. Subtract, add, it doesn't matter. I have to do something about it. Combine like terms.
It's 4.
So the least common denominator is indeed 4. Good. Then this one needs a 4. So then I know now the sign is positive because I have -5 and plus 16. So y equals 5/4 x plus 11/4. Any questions so far on this? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, we're moving forward then. Good. Good. Consider the equation x minus 3y equals 6. So that's number 8. X minus 3y equals 6. Give the slope, x and y intercepts, graph the line. I will always start with graphing the line. So let's find the x and y intercepts. When x is 0, let's find y. When y is 0, let's find x. And then give the rest. When x is 0, how much is y?
-2.
Yes. Right here, right now, before you move on, I shouldn't even write this because some students combine these two somehow. You cannot do that. So let's see.
0, -2.
Indeed. Good. So now we move on to the other point.
X equals 0. I mean 6.
So when y equals 0, x equals 6 indeed, and the ordered pair is?
6, 0.
Yes. The point I'm making is you never need to solve for y in order to find the x and y intercepts. Don't. Never. It's going to be more difficult to find them. So in this format with no fractions whatsoever, replace x by 0, find the corresponding y, replace y by 0, find the corresponding x. And then you can answer other questions. And this is very easy. 0, negative 2, and 6, 0. You already know that the equation will have what type of slope? Negative, positive, undefined, or 0? Positive.